Tell them how it is, I don't beat around the bush. Yeah, made it look easy, wasn't easy as it looks. Nah, hill got steep, we need a little push. Back up, hard to believe you can see under the hood. Go ahead and look, yeah, let's go. Roll up in a new one, sounding like a bazooka. See me and they froze, I'm calling the whip Medusa. Willy Wonka paint, they saltier than Veruca. Even with a new tux, promise it wouldn't suit ya. Whoa, put my family on the payroll, I can't do this on my own. Said they had a message for me, told them leave it at the tone. Nowadays I spin the globe just to see where I should go. Hey, the kid is hopscotch and doing numbers on the road. Doing numbers at the shows, put your number in my phone. I don't miss, I just reload. If I did, I might explode. Got the glue up on the door, guess I'm sticking to the code. Think I need it, but I don't. Got these bars all in the whip, yeah, it's like I'm on patrol. Got my hand on everything, it's never out of my control. They've been giving me some praise. If you do, I'm not opposed. Not the one that you should worship, I got someone you should know. Tell them how it is, I don't beat around the bush. Yeah, made it look easy, wasn't easy as it looks. Nah, hill got steep, we need a little push. Back up, hard to believe you can see under the hood. Go ahead and look, yeah, let's go. Pull up in the old one, looking like I'm a no one. I don't got a dress to impress, they already know us. Know a couple cold ones, take one to no one. Only ever call when they need me, I ain't a tow truck. Heard you got 2 favorites in your phone cause you don't have time. One is for my girl and the other for the tax guy. Multi-million ops and megabytes, you know I'm that guy. Probably got 100 milli sitting on a flash drive. Whoa, yeah, this got me in the zone. Now I'm coming for the throne. Guess I must have overthrown. Now they blowing up my phone while me tossing them a bone. Everything they getting told, always going over heads. Damn, must have overthrown. Hesitating, no I don't. On my feet are never cold. Even when the ground is froze, I'ma keep them on their toes. They been giving me some praise. If you do, I'm not opposed. Not the one that you should worship, I got someone you should know. Tell them how it is, I don't beat around it.
Yo, what is up? Football. Took a day, but that's all right. Does that mean we have a downtown in here, or did it did the time get it moldy and dissipate? We'll see. Let's hope we get at least one, maybe more. So how's everybody's fantasy teams doing? I started Woody Marks in my Dynasty League this week, and I'll tell you what. Talk about ahead of the curve. I went to my dad. I was like, Dad, you gonna pick up Woody Marks? And he's like, you already have him in like every league. I'm like, he was the one guy I drafted in the last round in a lot of leagues. And to be fair, I did draft a lot of Joe Mixon too. But what I did is I just drafted him and put him on the IR because he was on the PUP list. Like Joe Mixon, but it's just he's that guy that's getting to be that age. But at least he has a chance to come back. Tyreek Hill, done for season. Malik Neighbors, done for season. Like, dude, it's just crazy, man. Like, Joe Burrow, for all intents and purposes, done for season. And this is the one that gets me. You got the New York Giants. Yes, they won this week, but now they're 1-3, who have 3 serviceable quarterbacks. Like, you got teams starting guys like Spencer Rattler, which, whatever, like, no hate. But, like, why is Jake Browning starting for the Bengals when you have Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson, and Jackson Dart now all on a team? It doesn't, especially if you've already said Jackson Dart is our starter the rest of the year. Well, then I get keeping Russ, I get keeping Jameis. And I get it if you were like 4-0 and you're like, just for the crazy incident that happened. But like, you're 1-3. And it's not going to be looking any prettier for you. So I can't imagine. I said at this point, if I'm the Bengals, I'd be willing to give up T. Higgins to go get like you got to do something, right? You can't just keep putting up 3 points a game in a division that's open. The Ravens are 1-3. The Browns are what? 2-2, 1-3. And the Steelers, I mean, look, every one of those teams have question marks around them. It just doesn't make any sense at all to not go get a quarterback. And the thing is, get someone like Russ, have him come in and play, get to learn the system, and then he's your backup next year, right? I was just looking at him before this. I have a bet with him versus Cedric Tillman this year. There's a Milrow for the Hawks, press proof. So, yeah, it's Ricky Williams, Golden Tate, Tony Pollard. There he is, Neighbors. So sad because Jackson Dart looked like he was actually having fun. There is a McMillan. TJ Watt, DK Metcalf, he's having a decent fantasy season. Matthew Golden, dude, I saw some funny jokes. This is Joe Ferguson for the Bills. Funny jokes about Daub's helmet. Like, he can score 3 when you can't miss him on the field. There's Lamar Jackson. He could be out a couple weeks, although I think you're going to find out that he's okay. I really do. I think you're going to end up finding out that Lamar Jackson's okay. Harbaugh came out and said even if it was a close game, he wouldn't have been able to come back in and play. I don't know. We were supposed to hear more today. Has anyone heard anything about Lamar yet? I haven't heard anything as far as of substance. You know, but I know they lost their one offensive lineman. Was it offensive or defensive? Oh, it was defense. I would have never guessed. I saw a picture. It was like of when they were up 40-25. It was like 3 minutes ago against Buffalo week 1. And it was like, if you would have told me at this point in the year, week 1, winning 15 with 2 minutes to go in Buffalo, they would be 1-3. Looking at their schedule, I'd be like, there's just no way. Oh, did they come out and say he's out 2 to 3 weeks? Wow. Yeah, and I don't know who's their backup. It's not. It used to be Snoop. That played a lot and looked a lot like Lamar, but who is it now? There's a Milrow. Thanks for letting me know. There's a Shuck. Tetra McMillan Green. That's a nice one there. There's a McMillan throwback. McMillan's a buy low in fantasy. It sounds like he's people are getting frustrated waiting for him essentially. And I mean, at this point, if we go into next week and the Bengals don't look like they have there's no reports of them going after a quarterback. Hey, we're going to stick with, Browning. Does it get to the point where you're like, what can I get for Chase? What can I get for T. Higgins? If anything for him? Ooh, what's this coming up? Deshaun Watson at a $7.99. Still a cool looking card. Like, Derrick Henry. Are we selling him? What was the one this week? Derrick, would you trade right now if Lamar Jackson, this was the caveat, if Lamar Jackson's out 3 weeks, roughly, they said, would you trade Derrick Henry for Quentin Johnston? And both are like, oh, that's such a gross question because they're like, I think I might. I think I might rather have Quentin Johnston, which is a whole other story. Ladd McConkey, I have a bet. Ladd McConkey, I bet that Keon Coleman would outscore Ladd McConkey this year, which looked like it was an instant loser, right? It was like, I got big balls, I'll bet you kind of bet. Yeah, whatever. Jackson Dart. And now it's looking like, well, Keon Coleman's winning that bet right now, and he's not having a good year. It is just wild what's happening. Van Ginkel. Bucky Irving's a beast, man. Bucks couldn't get it done, though. Jaden Higgins. Jeffrey Simmons zoned in. I know it's like the worst time to do a break, but I wanted to get it in so that you guys weren't waiting all night. I was hoping we could get some chatter going. Been a few days. We've had a whole reel of NFL happenings. It is waiver wire night, obviously. The thing I seem to be streaming the most is defenses, and it's panning out well. This week Detroit was available in a bunch of leagues, and I was able to grab them, and that panned out well for me. Stotler, how are you doing in your fantasy leagues? Jackson Dart, man, looks good. Dude, they were making fun on Good Morning Football. They were like, Jackson Dart's mom got more red zone time than the Cleveland Browns. I was like, dude, that was Kyle Brandt. I'm like, that is brutal. I mean, I got why. But for Kyle Brandt to just come out and say that was kind of funny. Cam Scatterbo, Jackson Dart, and Malik Neighbors were going to be so fun to watch. And part of me is like, man, that's you ruined the weeks with him by doing Russ. But I think Russ was going to be benched if he lost a game where he ended up Well, they ended up losing it, but he threw for like 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, and I think they were like, well, and they could have still. He threw an interception and lose that game. And you're in 6th, so how you doing, man? Winning record more or losing record more or split down the middle? I have a slight winning record right now. But in my big money leagues, I'm doing well. So money-wise, I'm doing much better than what my record would show. We'll see, though. Cooper DeJean, man, this guy's a monster as well. Jalen Milroe. Justin Herbert. Who wins the West this year? Are the Chiefs going to turn it on after that big win against Baltimore? I mean, they smacked them around. Like, it was abuse. It was just a game of assault. All right, you got a winning record then. That'll play. 4, 5, 6. Or no, you're 6 and 6. You're even up. Oh no, you're 3 and 1 and 2. So you're 6 and 2, 8 and 4, 9 and 7. 9 and 7 is pretty solid. Tavion Sanders. There's Jackson Dart in here. What up, Jamie? Hitman in the house. What up, Wes? Yeah, I was getting really oh, this is a guy I need to step up a lot too, Pacheco. He did this week finally. Tucker Kraft, there's a Milroe throwback. Will Campbell, and it's going to be JSN. Man, he's fun to watch, isn't he? Purdy, the Niners lost their first game. Only 2 undefeated teams left, Bills and the Eagles. And listen, I'm not taking anything away from the Bills. The Ravens comeback was great. Division games are always tough, so they pulled out against the Dolphins. The Jets, they should have smashed. It was closer than it needed to be. Saints, they should have smashed. Look, I just feel like they're toying with these teams, but I don't know. We're going to find out because they got some games coming up, and the Chiefs aren't far off. I wish they would get their offense looking better. We are missing a bunch of guys. Well, what a week he had. But Mason Graham, rookie green. Yeah, the Bills need to get healthy. They haven't been healthy. I mean, they didn't start the year healthy, which is so weird. But been missing a few key guys on defense. But when you're letting the Saints stay close with you the whole game, you're just asking to get, and you're put yourself in a bad situation. Yeah, Ian, not only are injuries starting to hurt as far as fantasy goes, Ricky, but remember, bye weeks start this week, and there are 4 teams on bye weeks this week, right? I mean, and where it's going to start, you're going to start to feel it is running backs. I mean, running backs, you're going to start to see a lot of people praying that they can have a serviceable running back as a starter. I mean, look, I'm already in a league where I was starting Woody Marks. I'm not going to take the credit. Like, I had him on my roster, and I had another guy option. But Gibbs was my starter, obviously, and I had a good RB1. My RB2 choices were a little weak, but I was like, Woody Marks had a touchdown the week before. They said they were going to use him more. I started him, but it wasn't like I decided to bench like James Cook or Tony Pollard or something like that. Woody Marks was like one of my best options. So if I'm starting him already before his breakout game, it's getting rough out there. Ricky Pearsall, he's injured again. Caleb Johnson. Come on, give us a downtown. I know. What was that, Wes? And by the way, are you saying you're going to physical therapy? If so, man, good luck, buddy. What was that about? Was he just like... I don't know. I don't think that guy's all there. Is he going to go down the AB path? Is he on his way to Browntown? Yeah, Jamie, that was weird. So listen to this. I had him in, I think, the league that either the one we're in together on Sleeper, or it was this. I was in a Sleeper league that's not yours. I'm only in 2 on there. And I'm in the car, and I'm running to the grocery store, and they're like, 20 minutes before the game starts. Like, oh, Warren is now inactive. Warren. I'm like, how are they going to let you know, like, right before the game? Shador Sanders. Rated rookie retro. That's a cool looking card. The Browns. Cleveland going out to Jeff. Tez Johnson. Golden Tate. There's a nice Josh Allen and Nick Chubb. Dude, I'm sorry, Wes. Yeah, they really called that Warren injury really late. And a lot of people could have picked up Gainwell. You know, like, I think Gainwell's only extremely available because people who had Warren would have really quick put him on IR and grabbed just Gainwell quick. What's up, buddy? Uh-oh, if we pull a downtown in the last box the minute you walk in, I'm heavily concerned about the real luck you have. Let's see. Greg Zerloin, Tyler Warren, that's a nice one. Mason Taylor, he was a possible pickup candidate this week. Tight ends are rough this year, man.
How much is that card worth?
I don't know. Hard to say. Not enough to buy you a toy. I know that's what you're trying. Got your Bills jersey on today. What, you trying to get more of those Spider-Man toys? Yeah. C.D. Lamb, Shamar Stewart. There's a King Henry. Gridiron Kings, King Henry's kind of cool play. All right. Last chance for downtown. There's something. Let's see. Justin Fields with a nice touchdown run. Jaden Daniels out again this week. No Puka Nakua Matata. No downtown. You like that, Nakua Matata. All right, I got one more box. Watch out, buddy. What's your brother doing?
Who knows? Oh, doing homework.
Homework? Did you do all?
This was $120.
No, that's yeah for that Pokemon box.
Oh, when are you doing it?
I'm not doing that.
You're just collecting it?
Well, I tried to do it. We couldn't fill it.
Can I have it?
No, you can't have it. Give me $120.
No, I don't even have that much.
Did you do all your homework?
I did one at school. Now Mom's doing homework with Paxton.
We'll go get it out so I can help you with it as soon as I'm done.
Okay.
We have Jack Sawyer. I don't want to hear it when your brother's allowed to go down to play with Odin and you're not. We got a Kyle Hamilton. He's on my IDP league.
What's that? Oh.
Wilson, Hurts, Spears. There he is, Tyreek Hill to $2.99, and Jerry Jeudy. Now that Tillman's down, do we get some action out of him? Yeah, I am right after this going to post. We did serial numbers earlier with Baseball Nation. That stuff is so nice. It's gaining a lot of traction. Really, Wes? It wasn't enough to make up for it? How much did you lose by? Penix. Shockey. There's an R.J. Harvey. Savage out of 50. Nick Bosa out for the year, though. R.J. Harvey had his first touchdown last night receiving in the Denver game. And how about a Walter Nolan out of 50 going out to the Arizona Cardinals? Their jerseys this week were awesome. But I'll be honest, I think the Miami Dolphins ones were actually a little bit better. I really do. Those Miami Dolphins jerseys last night were so sweet. I guess the Seahawks Bucks, I think it is this week. Do they play each other? I think they're both wearing the rivalries. And the Bills and the Patriots are both wearing their rivalries. So that could look cool. .8. There's a Ellard Lewis. There's a Corey Kiner out of 75. Deron Bland. There's a Garrett Wilson. Deron Bland out of 199. And how about Will Shepard out of 700 for the Bucks?
I did spelling. All you have to do is reading.
Yeah, Bucks Hawks. I thought so. That's gonna be sweet. Should be a good game too.
What are fables? The fables cast
You guys are gonna do his homework with him too, apparently.
know where were said to be told by a
Mitchell Evans,
man named
Damian Martinez,
Aesop.
Jalen Milrow out of 249.
Aesop.
We have a Vestige Mike Evans. And Matthew Golden out of 350 for the Green Bay Packers. Don, that's a nice one.
Long ago,
What'd you just say?
Aspo
Okay.
wanted people to trick which one nice scene he knows. No. Whatever it is.
Well, how do you spell it?
KNEW.
New.
He knew.
Milrow out of,
That
that's what he said.
people
Milrow out of
do
249. Kiner out of 75. Bland of 199. Savage, Nick Bosa for the Niners out of 50. We have the RJ Harvey out of 50. Nice card there. Tyreek Hill to 299. Tyler Warren. We got the Shadur Sanders retro rated rookie throwback. Jackson Dart at a 799 Sanders. Jackson Dart throwback. Tetra McMillan green. We have at a 799 Deshaun and a Milrow purple. We weren't done with Milrow. Good luck, Wes. Jerry Jeudy for the Browns. JSN for the Hawks. And Jeffrey Simmons for the Titans. And then our autos were no downtown. That's what we were hunting for. Cheap little break, though. Matt Golden out of 350. Will Shepard for the Bucks out of 700. And then the Walter Nolan for the Cards out of 50. All right, guys, it's baseball tonight. Serial numbers to get us going since the baseball playoffs are on. Got some more of the Donruss. We'll see what we're going to do with it. Good luck, Wes. See y'all soon.